Guys, so I was in the middle of working on a different video and I decided to check Twitter and I saw this. Apparently, Resident Evil 9 has been leaked. So today I'm gonna talk about these leaks and then I want to hear your opinions in the comments. Please take this with a grain of salt. All of this could be entirely fake, but then again, some of this could be real. So with that being said, potential spoilers ahead. Alright, so this might be the most interesting set of leaks that we've seen so far. The leaks start off by saying the working title for the next mainline Resident Evil game is called Resident Evil Apocalypse. No, not that Apocalypse. It's going to be a sequel to Resident Evil Village. It then says that the setting of the game is a ghost town in the West where a certain investigation will take place. There will be caves, rivers, a small town, and a camping site. But that's not all. It says here that the enemies will look like some kind of deformed creatures with huge emphasis on body horror, which obviously means that the creatures are going to look terrifying and really disturbing. They'll resemble mythological creatures with horns, and locals will call them the Wendigo or the Goatmen. Enemies will be mimicking human voices and could even transform into friendly NPCs. So it kind of sounds like Mother Miranda, how she can mimic other characters and essentially shapeshift. It says that these enemies can perfectly mimic human voices and the player will be forced to look at their behavior to know that they're enemies. So I guess you'll be seeing like a human walking, and just by the way they're walking or moving, you can kind of tell if they're human or an enemy. We will be exploring a very big forest, and this forest will be creepy and very unsettling. It says that it's easy to get lost without a map. Sometimes you'll hear somebody walk behind you, but the creature isn't there when you turn around, and sometimes it's there for real. So this does sound like a psychological horror game where you're gonna hear noises and footsteps, but there's nobody actually there. But let's move on. The players can force some doors to open, lock these doors, barricade them, and use melee breakable weapons. It then goes on to say that one of the early bosses in the game is called a Barghest. It's a giant black dog with a twist, but less intelligent compared to other monsters. One of the main antagonists of the game will be a woman named blah blah blah. This woman has a very beautiful design, and she will have a green and gold outfit. Moving on, it says the player will receive help from a woman/bioweapon named Hulder. She'll serve as a guide through the forest. When you show this woman some treasure, keys, or puzzle pieces, she'll tell you about the town's history. She will also teach the player about different herb combinations. It then says that there will be 7 herb types which can be combined with each other to achieve various effects. The monsters of the town fear this woman just as they fear and respect blah blah blah. So I guess these creatures are scared of this woman who owns this town, and for some reason they won't go near her. So this woman will kind of serve as a merchant, and this will explain why these creatures can't enter safe zones or safe rooms. But this next point is quite interesting. It says the plot will be about the 9th moon phase, and the nickname Apocalypse came from that idea. The moon will serve as the game's symbol and probably will appear on the game's logo. I don't know what to think about this. This sounds really cool to me, and at the same time, it still sounds very much like Resident Evil. But I'm not sure what to think about when it comes to this moon. Is the moon going to have some sort of effect on these creatures? And then we have creatures that will be able to mimic other NPCs. So maybe you'll be walking around the town and you'll see somebody walking towards you and you think they're a friendly, but then it turns out they're trying to kill you. These leaks sound very interesting to me, but I want to know what you guys think. But thank you all so much for watching, and until next time.